Just want to make it official. Flying Battery Zone is great times. Love the music here. Great vibe. Bit of Metropolis about it, actually. Real fun place. Alright then, so yeah. This is a pretty fun location. Lots of secrets to be found about in going around exploring. Don't be afraid to explore as well. There is a lot to be found if you're willing to go adventuring. I think there's an extra life up there, but only if you're playing as Knuckles. Actually, can I get up there with Tails? I actually don't know. I know there's some stuff up there. You get us up here, Tails? Can! Oh, I apologize. Lightning Shield and a Star Power. Still, pretty useful. So, big theme here, you'll notice, is obviously lots of machine-style baddies. Got a lot of these carry sections as well, which are kind of neat. Just lots of cool stuff you can do around here. Also, a lot of dangerous enemies, however. Flamethrowers and the like. So, you've got to be a little bit careful. Ow. Nope. There we go. Okay. There is plenty of shields about, though, including some flame shields, which have some extra use around here. Will make you immune to the fire attacks. Got these here. These are legitimate mines. Careful of them. We have got a few sections of outdoors platforming, which is, hazardous. There's not much between us and the ground floor, but imagination. So, don't miss. Oh, God. Oh, I realized I wasn't going to make it. I was like, I think there's a second platform there. Fortunately, we were right. Thank the Lord for that. So you can see it. Immune to the fire damage. It's pretty cool. Sure. So another fun little thing with these flamethrowers is that these can actually also be turned into very high velocity launch pads. If you stand on them, the pressure will build up and you can actually get yourself launched off them. Very, very useful that, and will be very important for some other sections of the game. Now we will want to go through there, but let's explore around a little bit. As I say, there's a lot of secrets to be found around in these stages, including exit pod things. Yeah, you can find, again, all sorts of crazy stuff in these. There's a lot of these about, which I think is a really nice touch, like plot-wise, wondering where these are all coming from. I think it's super, super cool. Some of those can carry a variety of things. You'll see. Get ourselves up here. Goodbye, Tails. There we go. Nice. Alright. I'll take the extra life. Okay, so these things are kind of fun. I'm sure you can see the gimmick you got to do here. We need to make our way upwards. However, these can be a bit tricky. Make sure you don't get yourself crushed. That is very doable. Alright. Here. Let that swing by. Grab some rings while we're here. What the heck, right? And then, carefully. Well, Fire Shield got me out of trouble there. That's probably unfortunate, truth to be told. Yep, some of them have enemies. Shouldn't be a big surprise. Alright. This takes us out into the top of the ship here. Fun little area, this. Got these little propellers we can use to swing us about. There are missile pods about, so be careful. Now. Some rings here to grab. Get those. There is a little secret back here. You can just keep going down the right. However, if you're feeling brave... Yeah, did you see that up the top there? You might have done. There's a little secret there. This one's kind of tricky to get hold of. We got to basically swing backwards on ourselves, which is awkward, putting it mildly. It is doable. Well, whatever. I'll just get Tails to give me a hand up there. It's fine. Tails can, of course, just fly up there. But, yeah, you can do is, like, swing back on those and swing back on across a couple of times. But I guess this also just works. Whatever. Alright. Get ourselves back inside. All these mice things about here. Fun little gimmick here. We've got these electro pads. Now, not only will they pull up the spike balls, they'll also even attract certain types of enemies as well with the magnetism, which is pretty sweet. More gumball machine. Well, that was easy. Goodbye now. I'm just gonna leave. We get 70 lives, kids. 70 lives. Goodness. I think there's something up here. There is a different route you can take here if you want. But we're gonna take the route here. Ooh, that looks tricky. There's a lot going on there, actually. So, go exploring. Shields are useful. They do protect you from the various pellets being used to assault you around here. So what we've got to do, basically, is we've got to make our way back up to the top, which is a little easier said than done. Bit of funky platform to be achieved around here. Ah, no! Damn! No! Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's not easy, this. I say, there is some tricky platform to be done at this part of the game, but, you know, I guess it's got to be right, too. And jump. There we go, that's better. So this one's a spring, because why not, right? Now, that launches across to here, but I don't actually know I want to do that. I might get myself timed out for this, but I'm actually going to go back down. Because there are other secrets to be had around here. Oh, that was actually going to take me down. That was a bit sloppy. I mean, I'll take that. Do you actually want to go down there? Let's get Tails to give us a hand here. Tails might actually proc it. No! Oh, man. Well, whatever, I guess. Oh, I was saying that now. I might not actually have enough time. I might need to take this route. Legit might have to. Tails has got hit by the blade. Yeah, careful. You can take damage from the rotary blades there. Be careful of that. So yeah, I'll take you down to a secret little area down here. This, however, is a very difficult section. This is one of the hardest sections of the game if you opt to take this route. This is... I mean, look at this. Good luck. I see. I accidentally tried to jump into it. I ended up trying to jump on top of it, which didn't work, which meant I then just fell outside and died. That was regretful. Let's go a different route. We'll take this route. What the hell? Again, there are a variety of different routes you can take with like a lot of these stages, which I appreciate, you know. Takes back to the surface here, where this ship will bomb itself in an attempt to bomb you, which is impressive. Now, what you got to do with these sections is you got to get to the end here, and what will happen is, if you wait enough times, yeah, eventually it will blow a hole for you to get through. Take the electric shield, it's hiding there. With some tricky platforming. Just gotta be a little bit careful with your timing around here. Lightning shield, of course, does make this easier, truthfully, but yeah. So, same again here. We need to let this break open the way for us. Takes a couple of launches. There we go. I don't think there's any way to expedite that yourself. Down here, so yeah. So for example, in any of these sections, you can, if you ever want to, just drop down if you want. And again, like here, for example, this one's really, really cool. This has got loads of these different pods here. So that one's a spring. That was rings. That's a spring. That one's actually just got animals in it. So we've rescued them because we're the greatest. And down the left here, I remember this one, some rings. And that leads you to another special stage ring. Sure. We'll do this one. What the heck? We'll do ourselves the fourth one of these special stages here. I see no reason not to. This one I think's tricky. This one can very easily catch you out here. The actual premise of it's pretty straightforward, but it's the way it's organized very difficult. So you can see from the map here, basically it's all largely in squares. The problem is that everything's kind of like in diagonals. So it's very easy when it goes fast to start catching bumpers and be sent completely out of control. And that's what this is basically going to try to do here, is try and catch you out. So be very careful. There are also a couple of springs around here for you to play around with, which can also get into some trouble. So just about being a little bit careful. And especially once this starts getting faster, it's just about, you know, taking what time you can, not doing anything too rash and ridiculous. Because that's what it's trying to do, is get you to go really fast and then catch you out, stuff like that. But it is also a bit mazy around here as well, so it can get a bit confusing. Grab this. Okay. What are we off to next here? I don't actually quite know where I am, and I don't really... I'm not really able to use the map for reference, so... I'm kind of sussing this out myself, which isn't great. 13 rings. That would suggest to me that I've got like a box of 9 and like one of those box of 4s with a ring in the middle, which is exactly what we have. Okay. So we'll grab the rings, and then I've just got to work out where the last box of 4 is. And I honestly don't know. It's not there. That was the old one. Is it over this side? Here we are. Good job. Again, I am making these look a lot easier than they are. It's because, truth be told, I have done these before. There's a bit of bonus footage coming up for you guys later on in this series, and it required me to run through the game. 50,000 score for a perfect, which is enough for an extra life. An extra life for every 50,000. There is a way to actually finish stages and get hold of 2 bonus lives. I've not talked about this. It's probably come from the comments section somewhere. Whenever you complete the stage, you get a bonus for the time you took in a stage. And typically rewards you for just going faster and faster. However, if you actually finish a stage at the timer at 9 minutes 59 seconds out of the possible 10, you get 100,000 bonus points for that. That's 2 extra lives. It's a lot. Very hard to do it though, unless you've got like access to like supersonic and stuff like that. So be careful. Okay, we're going to need to make our way across here. This is going to be a little tricky. But Lightning Shield makes this a lot easier to get about here, so we should be okay. Make our way up. Sure. We try and strike it lucky. I'll take 20 rings. If I get to 100, I'll leave. Promise. You may not believe me, but I promise. Thanks, Eggman. Appreciate it. There we go. That's more like it. I'll be taking my 120 rings, thank you. Goodbye. Get the hell out of there before Robotnik steals them. Alright. Speaking of... Okay. What in the... Yes. It's a mimic fight. This is legitimately a thing. It's a mimic, like, capture pod. Like, what? So you might be wondering, well, how do we deal with this fight? Can't spin dash it, and those things look pretty dangerous. Well, this one's pretty simple, truthfully. What we got to do is not get hit by that. It's down the head. And basically, let it destroy itself. Yes, this is literally all you need to do. Is stand on its head and let it destroy itself. There are some very, very strange bosses in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. There's some fun ones, but there's some really, really quirky ones as well. And this files under quirky. Whatever, I guess. What the hell ever. Nope. Trying to see if there's any special things to be had around here. There probably is. I don't see any. Uh-oh. No. Damn it. I think there might be one literally right where it stood. And see, there's just like some hints of white like there. That might actually be a box, and we just missed it. Oh well, it's not a big deal. And we'll take those 140 rings to the bank. Yeah, I really enjoy Fire Barrier. I think it's some tricky platform, but it's not too outrageous. There's also a degree of, you know, like, you got some speed, you got some fun enemies, some cool platforming. Like, it's just kind of a little bit of everything, you know? Ooh! That was a bit nasty. Oh, yeah, I'll be taking that. Thank you very much. Cheers. Okay, so heading further down into the bowels of the battery here. Be careful for, you know, obvious reasons. Grab all those. Lightning Shield's great in the second section, by the way. Loads of loose rings for you to claim. Now, we could head this way, or I could head further down. I don't actually know which way I want to go. Sure. Let's head further down. See what we got here. Alright. Guess I'll take a water shield. It's not really what I was after, but well. One of these. Yep, more enemies. Okay, now we're heading upwards. Oh, Tails, will you be careful? Christ's sakes. A couple of these. Flamethrowers about. You actually do need this, by the way. It's not a trap. This will actually take you to the next part of the stage, which is appreciated. Can I actually jump down here? No, it does block you. Okay. Right. Carefully through here. We don't have a lot of space to work with. Oh! I don't need to go that way. It's fine. Now, this bit's kind of fun. A couple of different routes we can take here. We're actually going to opt to take the upward route. And there's a specific reason I want to take the upward route here. I want to show off a little fun secrets about here. You need to do this jumping up here, which isn't too bad. Double flamethrower. Takes it up to here. I love how we're able to block, like, you know, its freaking shots with, you know, a water bubble. It's pretty fun. So make our way up here. Oh, okay. So these things will make you go super duper fast. I don't actually want to take them, however. Because there is something I want to show off to you guys. I don't remember exactly where it is, though. I don't think it's down here. I don't think there's... Well. Might need some help here. There we go. So there are a couple of areas in this second stage where there's actually a sage rings that are hidden beneath spikes that you can actually move, and it's not obvious you can move them at first. It's a little tricky. I do want to show them off to you, but I don't quite know where they are. But yeah, so that's something you want to keep an eye out for. There are some locations where there's literally just a loose set of spikes on the ground, and you can actually push them to the side and find secrets down below. So keep an eye out for them. Even if I can't necessarily show those off to you in this run, they do exist. I don't think they're anywhere near down here, unfortunately. They look like this. There's just like a, basically just like, I know there's one of the sections that's got like a chute like that towards the top area, and you can literally just push a set of spikes out the way and get underneath this special section. That is 300 rings. One of these to go across. Okay. Hold up. All my rings. Thank you. More fire. Flame shield definitely makes getting about here a lot safer. You don't have to worry about these flamethrowers, which definitely helps. Oh my goodness. Make a way through here. Oh gosh, that was dangerous. Now, unfortunately, if you have got a lightning shield, you are not affected by the batteries. Just to point out there, that would be pretty wild if it did. Also kind of brutal. Thankfully, it's not an issue to worry about. Okay, I think we're nearing the end of the stage here. I think we've got too much further to go. Guess I should have just done this. It's fine. Grab all of that. Here we are. For boss time against Robotnik. Robotnik's got himself a little present for us here. Now, this is very reminiscent of the boss fight in the second game. Sort of similar. Got this giant laser that will fire at you, and all you got to do basically is just dodge it. It's to be honest, it's pretty easy. it's not complicated at all managing to get past this. Gradually, the area you've got to dodge in gets smaller and smaller, but truthfully, you got no business getting hit by this. The difficulty of the bosses in Sonic & Knuckles are, like, very wildly in terms of how dangerous they are. Some are kind of awkward, and some of them like this are just, like, whatever. There you go. Get back here, old man. Don't mind me. I know the place is absolutely falling apart, but we got rings to win and slot machines. I can't actually beat the one. I'm just gonna get out of here. I'm scared I'm losing these to the Botnik. Let's get out of here. I can't get any more extra lives anyways. So, basically, the flying battery is, it's coming down, and we need to get out of here ASAP. Doing so could be a little tricky, however. Doing this as Knuckles is actually probably a lot easier, as he has the ability to climb up certain sections. I don't know why I thought I was going to get through that. There we go. That takes us to 400 rings. My god. So, get on up here. What was I saying about tricky boss fights? Yeah, the fight for this, a bit of a decoy. This is a tricky fight. Now, what you want to do, get to the side of the stage. Don't care which one. Just don't be in the middle for actual boss fight here against Robotnik. Now, this is not easy. He's got this flamethrower he'll fire at you. And what we got to do is actually hit the main part of him here. Isn't too bad, actually, in Sonic. But if you're doing it in Knuckles, that flamethrower is going basically all the time. Really, really tricky. This one is just about a bit of patience. Don't get yourself caught out. Dodge those sides. I don't know what those things are at the bottom of the pod are. I'm going to assume they're fuel cells. I That's about the best I've got. Honestly, they could be phallic symbols. These are not questions that I possess the answers to. It's a bit questionable. Get back here! We'll free the little dudes first. We'll take it and run. Yeah, flying battery zones. Pretty fun place. 76 lives. It's absolutely ridiculous. Oh, man. We need to ditch this joint. I'll meet you at Sandopolis.